All these applications are so boring. They go on forever and they don't tell me nothing. I mean, look here. What has Microsoft Office got to do with rock stars? Do you think Marilyn Manson hired his manager because he knows how to work a spreadsheet?
I'm unfamiliar with the term spreadsheet anyway. Don't understand technology these days. It's gone too far.
Exactly. He'd be more concerned with who's going to clean up his potty after he relieves himself on some poor girl's face.
Everyday problems, mate, I tell you. Not everyone's lucky enough to have Busty Barber as their housekeeper / sex pit curator.
That's the kind of dedication we will need in a manager. Now, who are we seeing?
Right, well, we got 2 applications. One dude and one chick. Both unemployed, so I figured they'd be desperate.
I like your thinking.
That'll be Roy now, anyway.
Let's do this.
Come in.
Hello, I'm Roy, and I'm here applying for the managerial role for Raging Boner.
Big boy Roy.
I'll go by the name of Stud Linkfield. This here is my associate axeman, Erection Daniels.
Take a seat, Roy.
I must say, I do like your tie, Roy. Very professional.
Oh, right. Well, thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Linkfield, Mr. Erection. Although I have to say, it's rather late in the day for a meeting such as this. I think most people would be ready to call it quits right about now.
That was my fault. Got a little bit loosey-goosey with the old sherbet last night, if you know what I mean.
I don't follow.
He dusted his Uter, didn't he?
The Colombian dandruff.
Toddler's talcum powder.
The mysterious toot.
Do you mean cocaine?
Bingo bango.
Well, I'm not very up with the street lingo.
Not a good start, Roy.
I don't suppose you've got any flake on you now, have you? I'm starting to crash.
No, I actually don't do drugs, especially not at this time on a Wednesday afternoon.
You don't do drugs? You failed to mention this on your CV, Roy.
Well, I never thought I would ever have to write down that I didn't do hard drugs.
Your first mistake.
Look, why are we even here? You've got all this crap about being a team player, but so far you're just selfish. You won't even share your toot.
I mean, it's not that I won't share the toot. It's that I actually don't have any.
I think we've heard enough to be.
Hang on, Erection. We're here now. Let's just give him a chance.
Right. Well, I appreciate your patience. As you could probably tell, I'm new to the rock world, and obviously, if we're to continue this relationship, I'll be sure to bring the toot toot.
That's all we ask.
Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, right. Let me just say, well, I'm not shy to try new things. I don't back down from challenges, and I face problems head on.
What was that?
That was just my introduction.
Well, as far as introductions go, Roy, you've just shit the bed.
Yeah, you made big potty.
Well, okay. Right. Well, maybe I could get some questions from you guys regarding the suitability for this role.
Sure. Let's say I lose my sunglasses and I'm due on stage for a show. What do you do?
Oh, okay. Well, I would have to tell you to go on and perform the show, because obviously you don't want to incur a fine if you were to renege.
Wrong. We cancelled the show.
You shut that shindig down.
I'm not hitting in the stage, looking like some dirty peasant that can't afford a pair of sunnies.
All right, next question. Stud here's been hanging out with a groupie on the bus who he's now grown tired of. She won't leave. How'd you get her out of there?
Right. Okay, this is a very different line of questioning than I'm used to. Okay, first things first, I would politely ask her to leave. And then if she refused to leave, then obviously I'd have to call the police and...
Roy? You're 2 for 2, Roy. Last thing we want to do is invite old Bill onto the bus. Don't know what we might have lying around.
Can I ask what it is that might be lying around if they were to come onto the bus?
No, you may not.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me what to do to remove the groupie from the bus?
Fair enough. Erection?
You wait until she's in a drug-induced coma, and then you leave her on the side of the road.
My gosh, that's lamentable behaviour.
It's the only way.
Besides, these groupies are a kindred spirit to the tasseled wobbegong. They always find their way back home.
Final question, Roy. Try not to fuck it.
Okay.
Erection here is partial to putting it up the stinker. How do you know which girls to invite backstage?
Do not fuck this up for me, Roy.
Okay, I think I've got it.
Come on, Roy.
Okay, right. Well, I feel like, a rule that I live by in my life is that honesty is the best policy. So I would, just come straight out with it and I would ask the girls.
You just fucked it, Roy.
That's 3 for 3 on my count.
You can't just ask a woman if she takes it up the pooper. It's just madness.
To be fair, though, it is a bit of a trick question, so we will let you off.
Truth is, all girls like it, but they just don't know they like it. So invite them all backstage.
You know what they say, one up the bum, no harm done.
You want to write that down.
Okay, right. Well, thank you very much for this opportunity. I've learnt a lot in a very short space of time. Please try not to hold my naivety against me.
Take what we've said and put it into practice. You'll be all right, Roy.
If you could send Mandy in, it would be much appreciated. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I mean, do we really need a manager? We already have 103 followers on Instagram. I mean, how much bigger can it get?
Yeah, you're right. Let's wrap this up.
Hello, boys. I'm Mandy. I'm here for the manager interview.
Of course, Mandy. I could get Erection. Please. Take a seat.
I must say, this is an awfully strange time for an interview. I was expecting to come in the morning.
That's my fault.
Yeah, he was up all night doing a bit of coach.
Charity work. Charity. I live to give.
That's so sweet. I myself spend some of my free time volunteering at the local homeless shelter.
I've been there. Yeah, were you caught naked in some family's treehouse, bound and gagged with some homemade dildo up the swivvy and sent on community service too?
Erection. Such a joker.
Well, volunteering's all well and good, but it doesn't pay the bills. That's why I'm looking to try anything new and take on any challenges. I know I don't have much experience in the management department, but I'm a very hard worker. I'm not afraid to try new things, and I face any problems head on.
Wow.
What an introduction.
Did you rehearse that?
No, it just came to me.
Well, as far as introductions go, you could not have made a better impression.
Sweet, sweet titty.
Excuse me?
Smart and pretty. We're just so surprised that you were so smart and pretty.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's a little inappropriate, but thank you, I suppose.
Tell us, what do you want to work with us? What can you bring to the House of Boner?
Well, I'm very driven, I'm determined to succeed, and I see real potential in your work, but I think you're targeting the wrong audience.
What do you mean?
Have you ever noticed that 80% of your Twitter followers are American? That's the audience for you. Not here in rain-soaked West London. You're too optimistic, too sexual. You need to be somewhere where that's appreciated and work your way up from there.
Sweet 70s bush, you're right.
We're not appreciated around here, stud. We need to do what this broad tells us to and get out to the sunshine, palm trees, sandy beaches and hot young poo.
That's not exactly what I meant, but yes. I think a move to LA would be very beneficial to your careers. You could be the next Steel Panther if you're marketed right.
What do you think? Should you round the boys and head to sunny Southern California?
I'm already there. Bitch, you're right.
That's another thing. I left my last place of employment because of a very hostile work environment. Sexism, a total lack of respect, a real boys' club.
Yeah, sounds like a laugh.
I won't stand for it again, and I certainly won't abide being called bitch.
It's a term of endearment.
Well, just so you know, I sued the pants off the last company and came out with a very nice settlement.
I love a brawl with Dosh. Especially one that will take me pence off.
I'd be willing to take you to LA in exchange for 20% of all your earnings, as opposed to the regular 10%. Do you have an agreement?
Well, we'll have to talk over the rest of the band, but as far as I'm concerned, you've got yourself a deal.
Excellent. I'll have the paperwork sent over in the morning. Do you have any questions for me before I go?
Erection here is partial to putting it up the stinker.
You know what? I think we've had enough. Thank you very much.
Great. I look forward to working with you boys. I'll see myself out.
Bye, Mandy. Sweet, sweet titty.